Today we're getting into all the romantic fall feels. I decided I wanted to make homemade apple cider. I'm literally boiling apples. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you watched my last 2 videos that I've made. Today we are making homemade apple cider straight from the apples, boiled down to a mush and then strained. Yeah, that's it. I'm really excited. I thought it would be super appropriate, since it's almost Thanksgiving, to make homemade apple cider and see if it tastes better than the store-bought apple cider. Who knows? Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. We don't know. So it's actually a lot easier to make apple cider than I thought it was. You literally just have to buy a bunch of apples, cut them up, put them in a pot, boil them for like 6 to 7 hours, and then you're done. You strain it and there you go, you have apple cider. I'm going to add orange and obviously all the spices. I got cinnamon sticks, some whole cloves, and some allspice. So we're gonna see how this turns out. Let's get started cutting up these apples so we can get them into the pot. I have a gigantic stock pot here that we're going to use to boil down all the apples for a couple hours. I'm gonna make a lot of apple cider. Does anybody else find cutting fruits and vegetables so annoying? I can't stand it. This process is taking so long to cut all these apples. I have 10 apples. 10. It's a lot of apples to cut. So I'm cutting up this orange, and the reason for that is because I want to add a little flavor enhancer to the cider. You're not going to get a lot of the orange because there are a lot more apples than oranges, but it'll just give it a little extra sweetness, just give it a little kick. We always like a little kick, you know? So our cider is on the stove. Now we're gonna wait about 2 to 3 hours, and then we'll go in and we'll mush up the apples and cook it for about another hour, and then we'll strain it and we have apple cider. So that's how she's doing so far. She's starting to turn into cider. Hey guys, so it's actually a few hours later. It is pretty much almost 9 p.m. The apple cider took about 5 hours to simmer. It's ready now. I didn't film the straining process just because it's tedious and it really hurt my hand, and it was hard to film and strain and scoop up apple mushies. I did not film that, but there's an airplane. But I do have the final product, which I'm going to show you guys, and of course we cannot forget the taste test, so we're going to do that as well. All right, so here is our beautiful apple cider. I'm going to pour it into some cups. Alright guys, here is the final assessment. I'm going to try it. I'm going to tell you guys what I think. I know I said this last video, but I shock myself every time I do this. Like, I just don't understand where I got this gift of cooking from. The best part about this is that I didn't put any sugar into the cider. It's literally just pure apple and orange and spices, no sugar. And it is so sweet. I'm sure it's from the Honeycrisp apples that I used, but it's literally like the hot cider that you get when you go to an apple picking farm in the fall. I'm so happy. This would go so well as an alcoholic beverage. Oh my god, it's so good. Reminds me of my childhood. If anybody else wants to try this recipe, I will leave the recipe down in my bio, so please go take a look at it. This is so worth it, especially if you want to get in the fall vibes. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to become part of this little family that I'm building here. But yeah, anyway, I will see you in my next video. Bye.